All right, so we're going to talk a little bit about Bobby Evans here. But before I get into that, a little bit of news, a little more unfortunate news. When it rains, it pours, as they say. Our left tackle, Alaric Jackson, has exited the game with a knee injury. So we're going to go ahead and look at this real quick. The Rams trotted out their eighth offensive line combination of the season on Sunday against the Buccaneers, and things got worse. In the first quarter, Alaric Jackson suffered a knee injury and had to leave the game. So that's why he wasn't in. Okay, I must have missed that. All right. He's considered questionable to return after being taken into the medical tent. Veteran offensive lineman Ty Neshke replaced Jackson at left tackle. Jackson is filling in for Joe Noteboom, who suffered a torn Achilles a few weeks ago and is out for the season. The Rams simply cannot afford more injuries on their offensive line. And here is an update. Jackson returned at the start of the second quarter, taking back his spot at left tackle. See, now, I knew I wasn't crazy because I remember seeing him later in the game. So he did come back in the second quarter. All right. But he did deal with a bit of a knee issue here. So as far as like the extent of the injury or how bad it was or how serious it was, we do not know as of yet. Hopefully it's nothing serious. It would be unfortunate if it was. It's just, I guess it's just one of those years for us. It's just one of those years, we just cannot catch a break from the injury bug. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's in the water. I don't know if y'all are not stretching enough. I don't know what it is, but we've been bit by the injury bug this year, and we have been bit pretty damn hard. So Alaric Jackson is someone I'm excited to see for the remainder of the season. I have high hopes for him. I have a good feeling about him in my fan soul. So I am hoping that we get to see more of him, and this is just a bit of a minor injury. But we'll see. We'll see. Definitely keep our eye on that. But the star of this video today is one Bobby Evans, and why Bobby Evans has become a point of emphasis for Rams fans, dragging Sean McVay's roster. There's the title here. Is Evans the worst offensive lineman in the NFL? I don't know that. But he certainly is someone who, man, he's the weak link right now, and I'm tired of seeing him. Okay, as I go through this video, I really want to not sound like too much of an asshole, but here's the thing. It's time to move on from Bobby Evans. All right, so let's just get right into it. Okay. I've never seen the name Bobby Evans mentioned as many times by Rams fans. Obviously, it's not for good reasons. And here's the thing. I'm not the only one that feels this way. Here's a few quotes. I want to see some drastic changes. McVay can stop talking and try to shake things up. Number one, Evans cut. Okay, I agree with that. Here's another one. If McVay lets Evans play one more snap, he's an utter moron. Dude, this is why I love Turf Show Times. And for any of you Rams fans who might be feeling, just feel a little doom and gloom, might be feeling a case of the blues, because of that gut-wrenching loss that we just had. So a lot of times what I will do personally is I'll actually go on Turf Show Times and I'll go through the articles. They do a great job over there, covering the team. I've been reading these guys since like 3K and all of them were here, but they cover the team and they have threads for the game and everything. And if the Rams lose in just Ram fashion like they did last night, a lot of times I will go to the site, I'll scroll down to the comment section, and I will see the sea of like of suffering Rams fans like myself just venting their frustrations. And it just makes me feel better, kind of. It brings a smile to my face. So it's good for a laugh, okay? Because we all share the pain of being fans of the Rams sometimes, all right? It's not always easy. It has not always been easy to be a fan of this team, okay? Speaking as someone who watched them before they came back to LA, back when they were in St. Louis. But I digress. Let me get off that. Let me get off that tangent there. We're talking about Bobby Evans right now. And Bobby Evans, here's the thing. I'm sick of seeing him. He is a complete liability, okay? The man just he's been with the team I don't know how many years, and I just don't he's hit his ceiling. I just don't see him getting any better, okay? He can't hold blocks. He doesn't seem very athletic. He doesn't ground himself. Dude is, and again, I'm going to sound like an asshole here. Dude is a bit of a turnstile, okay? And there was so many times in this game where the Vita Vea or the Bucks defensive lineman blew past him, got to Stafford and either stuffed the run or sacked him or caused the pressure. And immediately in my mind, as I'm sitting there, with a scowl on my face, is you know what? You know what I think? I bet that came through Bobby Evans. I bet that came through the left guard position, and more often than not, he did. Okay? Because Bobby Evans doesn't, he, not to get too crazy here, but I've seen enough, okay? And I get this feeling that Sean is keeping him in there because, one, he is someone with experience, all right, who knows the system, who probably knows like the assignments, if you will, the study stuff, which is important, okay? But and Sean wants to build some sort of continuity. And here's the thing, I completely get that. I really do. But he is not producing at all, dude. At all. So I'm gonna give one example here. All right, this was one of many examples. Okay, that happened throughout the game, and it drove me crazy because in this play, Bobby doesn't even turn around. Okay, you see him right here at the left guard position. All right, the ball is snapped. Matthew drops back. Bobby engages with the defensive lineman here. And, it doesn't appear he puts up much of a fight because the defensive lineman gets through him pretty easily here. Okay. I'm going to move the mouse. Brian Allen comes to help, but he himself struggles with the lineman too. And what does Bobby Evans do? He is looking straight ahead. Okay. The action is behind you, Bobby. All right. The action's behind you. I do not know what he's doing here. I'm not going to pretend like I am a coach. I am not an offensive lineman. So I should just preference that. I am just a fan, a salty fan. Okay. So I'm not as educated as some of these guys here. I'll be honest with y'all. Okay. I'm coming to you as a fan, but I got to tell you, the offensive line, you're supposed to be the wall. You're like the guards, all right? And your man just busted through the line and is about to go kill Stafford. Why are you just standing here? Why are you just standing here going, I don't know what to do? And he puts his arms out. There's no one here. There's no one here, Bobby. There's no one here. Your man's back here. You see this man right here? He's about to go hit Stafford, man. Look at that. What are you doing, bro? What? He just looks so confused. And dude, like I said, I'm really, really trying not to be an asshole. And I'm really not trying to single out Bobby because it isn't all his fault, because it is not. It is not, but unfortunately, he's the weak link here. Okay? I'm sorry, he just is. Good Lord, man. Good Lord. Here's another one. Okay. So this is on the goal line. Here's Bobby right here. Okay, the ball is snapped. He engages. And the guy just blows past him with ease. Okay, there's Bobby chasing him. And he goes and he swallows up Stafford. And here is Bobby Evans watching him. Okay, forgive me, because I know this is kind of hard to see, but it's just, Evans, he gave up, I don't know, he gave up like what, 8 sacks in 2 games. Okay, 8 sacks in 2 games, and I've heard the stats from my fellow Ram YouTube brothers, about how one of our guys, Abujier, the other guard that we had, didn't give up any, but for some reason he wasn't playing. I don't know what the issue is there, but I'm done with Bobby Evans, man. He just at every turn, it's always something. It's always something, whether he just can't hold a block and the defensive lineman just blows past him like nothing, like with minimal effort, and sacks our quarterback, or if he gets blown up and driven back into the backfield, disrupts the play, or if he's just standing there for whatever reason, or if he's committing penalties, because he committed a few penalties yesterday too. If you watch the game, you know what I'm talking about. He stood out like a sore thumb yesterday. And I got to tell you, one of the biggest problems we have right now is the play of our offensive line. And yes, this is not an issue that's really going to get fixed this year. But Evans is not he's not the man for the job. Okay? I'm sorry. I'm done. I'm tired of seeing him. It is just every time I see him on the field, there's always a play getting blown up, and it seems to be he's always the one who is the cause of it. Where the guy just blows right past him. So I don't know. Put a Boucher back there, okay? Put somebody, dude. We got to get someone else in there, because we can't let Matthew keep getting blown up like this, man. It just, Bobby Evans is he just played terrible. He played terrible, man. Put someone else in there, Sean. All right. I understand you want continuity, but there's got to be a point where you realize, okay, this dude is hurting the team more than he's helping, to put it simply. Bobby, I'm sorry, dude. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. You played terrible last night, and he wasn't the only reason why we lost the game, but goddamn, man, I'm so tired of watching poor offensive line play, dude. It's really irritating. Okay, I know we've had a bunch of injuries, but I don't know, man. But I just feel like we need to replace him at left guard. With who? I don't know. Anybody else. Okay? Because he was an issue last night. But I'm going to go ahead and cut it off here. Okay? I'll catch you guys on the next one. And as always, okay? Smile, y'all. Smile. We're in a tough spot, but, we'll bounce back. I do believe we'll be all right. I know I was just kind of bitching there for quite some time, but I do believe we have the pieces in place to turn this team around, because you just have to. But, all right, that's going to be it. I'll catch you guys on the next one. And as always, go Rams.